for this block. Please. Let's get more of these wedge corners.
Hello, kings and queens and everything in betweens.
Hello.
We are back on live streams, Dev Diary live streams. I'm joined today by the man who has probably been on the Dev Diary the most, maybe except for me. And he's gonna take us through some of what we just saw in that intro video. And I want to clear something first. I know on the schedule it said that today was 3 blocks, and it is. So if you're wondering why Pioneers was thrown in there, and if you feel like that seems, a little random and unplanned, that's because it is. Because when I was making the schedule, I completely forgot to include the Pioneers rework.
What you meant to say is that it was a surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise. Anyway, here we are. I don't know if we should just cover that first.
Yeah, I think that's a very good place to start, since we are here in the beautiful, lovely grass, and that's all we can see. Don't mind the borders of the map. I fixed that earlier today.
We're just gonna zoom in a little here.
Nothing to see here.
Yes.
But you might, if you're familiar with this area, either from Sandbox or the campaign, you might think, I remember it differently. And you're not wrong. You are indeed right. We have looked at all the things we learned from Frozen Tracks, and we wanted to bring them back to the original Pioneers campaign as the entry point of new players, and also it's part of the base game, so you don't need to pay to get the Pioneers content, of course. So we wanted to improve that and make it better. And while I haven't been in charge of it myself, I do have a list of notes that I refer to.
I am looking forward to your notes.
Yeah. So let's see. So we had some different goals. We wanted to make it more intuitive for new players. We wanted to make the progression less grindy, and we wanted to make it more interesting to explore the map. In the old map, there were certain areas that I don't think you really got to as a player. I should perhaps also say that the work we're doing here for this release is focused on the first area, which I've currently forgotten the name of.
The Meadows.
The Meadows, yeah.
Yes.
There might be more in the future, especially if this turns out to be worth the while, because we put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does play a lot nicer.
Yeah.
It does feel more logical now when you're starting out, the progression through the map.
Yeah. And also it should be more in line with what you know from Frozen Tracks. So the things are fitting together better. And we learned a lot from making Pioneers, but we also had to do a lot of new things we hadn't done before. And with the Frozen Tracks, we could sort of get it into a better shape, I think. And that's what we should have achieved here. The different areas should also be more interesting. So when you go to those areas that you might not explore before, you should be seeing some more details and some more unique things. You should be more aware. This is this place, instead of just this looks like the other place I just were.
Yeah, and the mudflats and withered heights are completely unchanged, right?
To my knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, it is the first area, the Meadows.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we also wanted to make it more clear what the main quest was, because in the original Pioneers, you're set up to fight the Botnax, but then you're getting a lot of smaller quests and getting sidetracked a little. I think now we're also trying to always keep it clear what the overall goal is.
Yes.
And then finally, we also just want to add more gameplay. So there should be more to explore and see there.
Awesome.
And so a few words on how we achieved this.
Yes.
So if you're familiar with Frozen Tracks, you're going to be seeing a lot of similarities, but maybe you're not aware of the differences. So let's name some of those anyways. So we have removed the settlement progression and the player progression, and instead you find blocks by going out and explore, and the power cores by finding the power nodes that you're familiar with from Frozen Tracks, if you played that. I should we should be aware that not everyone has had.
Probably most people watching the stream have probably.
Well, and if not, consider this a thinly veiled upsell. You should consider buying some Frozen Tracks. It's good.
It's a banger.
Yeah. And we are very happy for everyone that can help us out by buying that. Yeah. More details. More landmarks. So there should be some good new places to explore. Take some cool shots of whatever you like to build.
Yeah.
And then finally, the Mega Drill has moved to a more central location also.
Very central.
Yeah.
It's like kind of smack down in the middle of everything now.
Yeah. So that's all that I'm currently aware of. That's not beyond small details, but again, I'm sure there'll be more things done. Right, we haven't completed the work yet. It's still being worked on a little bit, and then you'll have to go and see for yourself.
Should we jump into what I think people are also dying to see?
I know what you mean. You mean the tutorial rework
Yes,
that
we are
we've
going
also
to
done.
go through the Pioneers tutorial again because the new things. No, let's. I don't want to spoil the new tutorial because it is actually it has received some significant improvements. I was maybe like leaning towards maybe blocks, like for example, do not mind this.
Yeah.
This is an annoying visual glitch that apparently just reappeared just before the stream. So that it looks like urine, but but it's not gonna look like this when we release.
It's not a new art style. We are going to release it.
Yeah, no, definitely not. What about this one, mechanical joint?
Yeah, so this one is because, as some of you might have picked out, we have been very interested in Mechs recently. We've had there's an ongoing competition now.
There's an ongoing War of the Workshops.
Yeah,
keep your eye out.
Yeah, and we are seeing some really cool stuff in that one.
Yeah.
But there are some blocks that stand out when you're looking at those Mechs, and there's some pieces we've been wanting. So this is an example of that, and so some of you might think, this is a little bit similar to the large hinge, and indeed it is. But this has the servo behavior, and it can go plus minus 90 degrees, as you can also see in the new visualization that we've merged the visualization of the hinges and the aiming servo, so you can see this on all the hinges and servo blocks, and also the things that you might not think are related to those, like the wings with flap pieces and so on. So yeah, you have some more options here, and we also like the look of this one. It's more bulky, yet more customizable than in colors than the rotating servo, for example.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of blueprints that all use these that were built by the testers. Let's go through the blocks individually now, and then let's take a look at how they work in action. This one is one that I think people are going to be excited for. What is this?
Yeah, so this one, as you can see up here, is called the small servo joint, and that is closely related to the rotating servo, but it's a smaller version, and it has a side knob.
And it has a very illegal shape.
Illegal shape.
And it is a one by one shape.
Right. Yeah. No.
It is not the 1x1 block, but it's pretty damn close.
As long as it's not a frame look, then it's fine.
We're almost there.
I will say you're going to run out of complexity if you're using this one to build your entire structure. But yeah, the point is that we wanted something that could rotate around a single grid space. So for example, let's say you have a mast on a ship or something that you just want to be one size big, then it rotates around the center of that. And then the side knob is also to give some more options, because as you have pointed out and can see, it's quite a small block. So getting those extra connection points in are really useful. We did actually explore a version without after trying this one, but the Discourse testers were really keen on it. I thought it would be a good idea, but not as important as it turned out. So luckily we were able to solve some of the design issues we found as we were using this one.
Nice.
To get it back.
Then we have Whoa, this is completely crazy. The Scrapman block. And this is beautiful as well. Wow.
Good,
Do
great.
not show again, please.
And there's a button to turn that off, but I don't think we want to show that.
It's work in progress, remember that. It's a
Yeah.
work in progress. Well, I don't know how much explaining this needs, but it's always
No.
nice with more shapes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that our focus was not really on these blocks, but we did manage to wedge one in, as one might say. Yeah. But that also means that you can expect more in the
All right,
future.
thank you all for tuning in. This is no.
Game over. Yeah.
No.
Is this thing on?
It's nice with more wedges. Let's take a look at some blueprints that actually uses these things. We haven't shown the melee blocks, but I want to show them on blueprints instead,
Right.
because I feel like,
Yeah.
you know. So let's just jump right into that here. We have a metal burger build here. Oh, this is also the first time people are seeing this in action. They saw it in a
yeah.
blog post,
Yeah. Yeah.
but they've never actually seen it in action, I think.
Yeah.
Except for Yeetify's videos. Subscribe to Yeetify. Okay, let's see this bad boy here. There we go. What is this block here? That
Yes.
is the energy scythe.
Yeah, so it's a part of a family of blocks that we've called the energy blades, and this is the scythe shape. So yeah, if the grass has grown a little bit too much in the Pioneers world, you can actually not cut the grass.
You can't
but
cut the grass.
but if there's some button axe, you can cut those and maybe some other mechs that are getting in your way.
We should almost. I want to see this in action. I'm gonna spawn in another one here.
No.
And let's see. Let's see the kind of damage this bad boy can do.
Yeah.
A lot, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's confirmed.
Well, yeah. It's pretty strong.
Though I am wondering how much was your fist hitting the.
Yeah,
the
maybe,
enemy,
maybe.
But, yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Well, maybe it might go through some tweaks. We don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see when it gets into the hands of the people.
Yeah.
Another thing you can use it for. I have another one here from Maddie, who is using them in a more unconventional way.
Yeah.
And here you can actually see them. If I'm allowed to go into the builder, I should be now. Here they are. These are the daggers, right? These are the dagger version that people saw in the video as well.
I'm gonna defer to your answer there. I forget exactly how they look. Also, they're a little bit wedged in here. But yeah, this shows another interesting aspect of them, because when we started working on this, we thought this is gonna look so cool that players probably want to use them for other things like wings or detailing on spaceships. And this blueprint shows that that's indeed true, at least for some people. But we didn't work on that immediately, but then we also ran into some problems with dealing damage to your own structures. For example, this one would cut itself to pieces when flying fast. So we've made it so it doesn't deal damage to, I think it's the same structure it's in. So that means you can do this, and that's really cool.
Calibroso is asking, will it be free? You bet it is. Everything shown on the stream here is free. There are going to be some really cool skins for these melee weapons, but they're going to be the same block. They're going to have the same stats. So yeah, everything you see here is free.
Yeah. But I think you're going to be excited about the skins too.
The skins
I would say they're worth.
That's another stream, but the skins are really cool. I think this one is the witch. This one was made by Helicopters, and I think it uses a lot of the new. Yeah, there's one at least here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Scrapman has already showed that there's use cases for
there's
this.
use case for this. He wanted this since the release of Frozen Tracks.
And I think, there's lots of other players that have also requested that, and we're going to gradually roll out more shapes.
More shapes.
We don't want to go too overboard, and they need to have connection points, so it's not trivial. But
what is your favorite shape?
favorite shape?
Yeah.
You mean in general in life, or
I'm a triangle guy myself.
Triangle, yeah. I mean, as a game developer, triangles are always good. I think as a programmer, sometimes a sphere is nicer, but it's hard to render.
I can respect that. We have some also some cars here. If we're gonna look at the small servo, or yes, the small servo joint.
Yeah.
Here's also some. This was by Edify, I think. And yeah, well, there's also just a small little use case for them here.
Yeah. So this is both for steering and for suspension.
Can't see anything because I'm in tall grass. But yeah, anyway, they are down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ones in the front are for steering. I will say that these are acting like the servos, so they don't have the steering help and input squeezing that we have on steering hinges. So they're not meant to be used that way, but as you can see, you can do that.
Yeah, there's another one hiding in here.
Yeah.
Which is a car made by AC that's quite crazy to control. It's mouse controlled, and the wheels are sort of omnidirectional.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we have some smaller mechs?
We have, I don't know if they're smaller, but we have more Mechs for sure. We have Yidify's little bro.
Ah, well that sounds, yeah. This is exactly what I wanted to see. This one has good use of them for the hips and for the knees and the ankles and the shoulders and elbows and what are all the other parts of that song.
Yes. Yeah, there are a lot of them in here. Here you can really see just how much you can use them for. This is a cute little guy.
Yeah, I like that one.
He walks very well. That I've heard that's hard to do. I've never attempted it myself.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about walking mechs. They're driving me a little bit insane.
Marty Sama's Mech Centaur.
Yeah,
oh, hell yes.
Mechs on wheels. Way better.
Master Sapo's in the background there, like, what the hell is he doing?
Did we call the right guy?
Yeah. We need to step something with this. I know Stino made a wall. I think a wall that is just, its intent is just to get destroyed.
Okay. That's nice.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Do we want to show that again? Just how crazy that is?
I should say something about the damage. Of course, everything is subject to change, but at the moment, energy blade weapons, they deal damage in two ways. They deal sustained damage. If you're holding your your energy blade into the wall, it will gradually take damage over time. But if you're moving it at speed, it will deal extra damage up to a certain point. So that means that if you are attacking an enemy, you will most likely get the biggest benefit from doing some swipes with it or punching with it.
And you can animate your sword in all kinds of ways. You can have like a slash motion, and there's like a stabbing motion as well.
Do we have a blueprint that shows that it can be turned on and off?
That's a good question. I don't know if we do. We have one more, I think. That's this one. And that's Leafs.
I should perhaps say something about customization. So you can turn it on and off with the input and button bindings as usual. But you can also adjust the size, and you can adjust the rotation of it. So if you don't want the axis aligned rotation, you can twist it a little bit. And then of course there's the 3 different shapes as well.
Size.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So you can be, if you're like a strength user in Souls games, you can have your you can have a power fantasy with this one. God damn.
That's
no. I cut my own head off.
Oh. I think maybe we have made it so you can't hit your own blocks, but you can still hit your own character. Maybe there's a slight issue. We should.
I feel like that's not a bug. That's a feature.
Skill issue.
Yeah. Let's bring this. We can go the complete opposite direction here, and have a little dagger.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right.
What other customization did you talk about? Oh, there's
rotation and size, and then you can turn it on and off, and there's the off by default toggle here as well, just as you're used to from light blocks. Yeah.
That's cool. So you can have it basically at any angle you want.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Again, so if you want to do a swipe in multiple dimensions or
dimensions,
a dimension sword, you might call it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
I just upgraded the sword.
I didn't know that was a thing. Dimension swords.
No, I don't know either, but it is now.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's
I think
what's
that's
on
more.
the list.
Yeah, I think
Have we shown all the 3 shapes? Should we show
Oh
them
no!
side by side?
Yeah, yes, you are absolutely correct.
There's so many things to show in this upcoming
I
update.
completely forgot because there are 3 different ones. Now we're doing the dangerous thing of navigating the builder. And here you see some more nice visuals.
That's
Okay,
just
here they
exciting.
are.
Oh.
Energy sword. Ooh, okay. You can get an idea of the DLC once.
It's a sneak peek.
Yeah, it's a sneak peek. I don't think I can get around.
Also, it gets even better than what you just saw. So.
It gets much better.
Yeah.
Whoop! I'm doing this as if people can't just pause the video.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's how you click it. And then this, whoop!
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. And of course, they're going to have a significant complexity cost because they're quite complicated. They do a lot of things both visually and code-wise to get the right connection, hit detection and so on. So they will have a significant complexity cost, but you should still be able to combine them and, for example, put 2 of the scythes on either side to create like a bow shape or have an axe that is pointing in both directions. I mean, the players will surely make something way cooler than what I'm suggesting now. But yeah.
how can it get much cooler than dimension swords?
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Should we rename them?
Yeah, maybe. No. We can make, that's another update, the dimension, like a really weird quantum update. Yeah. But there they are.
Yeah.
And, well, we saw as well this guy, who is barely visible next to these. And, of
tiny
course,
but important.
Oh, that's the wrong wedge.
I mean, you can show that one too.
It's a good wedge, to be honest. That's what we're looking at right now. Yep. This is not the these things are not the only thing coming in the update. We do have some other things, but we're saving that for next week because there's especially one thing next week that deserves its it deserves its own stream. It deserves its own dev diary. Johannes, can you color the blades? Of course you can. These are blue, and the ones you saw previously were pink. But I can still. I'll go ahead and show you. Oh, it's the secondary color that determines the. Yeah. Okay.
And you can also change the texture, but that's for the emitter itself. It's not for the blade.
No. So yeah, all shades of all kinds of things here. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, as mentioned, there are other things coming in this update. Really, really cool things. But we're saving that for next week. We can take some questions.
Yeah, I see at least some that I should talk about briefly, and that is regarding collisions. So one of the reasons why we made this weapon was because we saw a lot of mechs that would be made with custom-made weapons, and those are really, really cool. But they do have the problem that our structure-to-structure collisions are very erratic and unpredictable and unstable. So oftentimes when you would hit an enemy, it would be your weapon that exploded, or maybe your entire mech instead of the enemy that you were attacking. So these don't have collisions per se, but they detect blocks and as we saw the character inside the blade visuals, and then they deal damage there. So you don't get, unfortunately, you don't get the reaction of hitting something, but it also means that you're not exploding every time you hit something. So we had to do a compromise, and I still think that it's very cool. Can we do it like a slow poke too?
Like that?
I mean, it's still a lot of damage. So does anybody have some good tape to cover that up?
Yeah, no, it's a strong weapon.
Yeah,
it is a really strong weapon.
So I'm not sure there's gonna be a competitive deathmatch mode where people are gonna be using this actively, but I think your mech fights will be a lot more rewarding with this, and they're just gonna be looking so much cooler in any case.
Whoa! Oh, he's fighting back.
Does he have AI now?
Yeah,
What's
I
going
think
on?
so.
Like, I mean,
Maybe some logic, bro.
proper.
Oh my god, he's actually putting up a good fight here.
The buttnacks got to them.
Yeah. Oh well, off he goes.
He's going.
Coward.
All right.
All right, let's see some questions. We have some questions. How do we defend against energy swords?
Yeah. So I was actually just about to mention that. As always, we've had tight deadlines and a lot of things we wanted to get in for this update. So we did talk about how it should interact with the energy shields, if they should be able to cancel each other out or what should be happening. We still haven't done anything about that. So I think right now it just completely ignores energy shields. But maybe in the future we could add that in, especially if players are interested.
Someone asked what they look like when they're black. This is your answer.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
And speaking of cancelling each other out, I'm not entirely sure how they actually react now to EMPs, but what is this thing going on in the background? Anyways, but
nothing to see there.
in the future, they might also have some interactions with the EMPs that could be interesting.
Yeah.
So there's questions about the aerodynamics and
Yeah, Revi is asking, do the blades have aerodynamics?
yeah. So
Block Boy, I've seen your question. Don't worry, we'll take a look at the folders. You can stop saying it now. We'll end with the folders.
Right. So aerodynamics, the emitter itself has aerodynamics and it has weight, but we didn't want to give it collision, and we wanted to give more flexibility in building, and also we didn't want it to be too heavy in the hands of a mech. So it's only the emitter part that is physical. The rest is more like you might have seen in popular space operas from the 1979.
Dune.
Yeah, sure, sure, that one.
Someone is asking, will the new map rework restart our campaign progress, or will it keep where we left off? That's a good question, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, so I remember a conversation about this early on in the rework, and again, things could have changed, but it should be mostly carrying on from where you are. You might need to go and explore part of the world that you've been to already and things like that, but it should be pretty painless as far as I'm aware. So give it a try, and if you run into problems, then as always we have a bug reports channel. So
where Jamie will be happy to take your questions. Yeah. He can't wait. Actually,
he's just sitting there waiting every day.
Yeah,
no one's ever reporting anything.
Someone is saying, can swords collide with each other? I think I did that just before.
The answer is no.
No, I think I hit it and it kind of just disappeared on the other structure. Yeah. Show us the wheel rework. There's nothing in that setting that I can't show, right? If I go in that window. We should be good, right?
I'll tell you in a moment when you've been into it.
This is what we already showed in the blog post last week. It's the tire pressure function. Yeah,
there is also the sideways friction that was in there, and the forward friction. That's still something being discussed, but I'm pretty sure it's going to end up like this.
Yeah.
So we've been keen to make the wheels better, but also to not unnecessarily affect existing structures in a negative way, but when that inevitably have to happen in some cases because there's so much diversity in the blueprints, then we've added sliders to be able to adjust stuff. And I can also say that you can build some really fun, cool stuff that slides sideways, for example. I know that there's a lot of people that are into drifting cars. You should be able to get some of this now.
Very high tire pressure going on here. It does make your vehicle a little more bouncy, but that makes sense because there's a lot more air in them.
Yeah, I gotta say there's, as you will learn as a game developer, there's pros and cons to different things. There's downsides to most things. So you'll get to experience those yourself if you're playing around with the sliders. But
Overwatch is saying, show us the logic section. No, that's next week.
Yeah,
we're diving into the logic section next week, and there's some really cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
How much complexity is the sword? I don't know.
So I did mention that it will be quite high. I think in this version it is not high enough because they are very intense, but you can't see it. But I just upped it a couple of hours ago, and it's pending performance tests. It might need to go even higher. Yeah.
Okay, so I think right now it's 3.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Any more questions? Let's take just one more, or maybe 2 more if there are 2 good questions, and then we're gonna go about our merry day. Does tire pressure affect buoyancy?
It does not, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Release date, can't say that yet. Soon enough, you'll know the release date, I promise. Can the new scythes be used for helicopter rotors? No, right?
Visually, yes.
Visually,
functionally, no.
No, they don't have any lift or any aerodynamic or anything.
I mean, that depends. If you mean how a helicopter can totally smash up something that gets inside the blade area, then yes, it can do that, but it won't provide lift.
DLC cost, we haven't even shown anything in the DLC yet. This is all free stuff.
No.
But we will show stuff from the DLC, and then we will reveal the price in time, but that is not for now.
No.
Can you add a damage slider for the blades? I don't think we have time for that right now, but
the hope is also that we just came up with the perfect amount of damage.
Yeah.
No, I think that's quite unlikely.
Otherwise, we'll do some tweaks on them.
Yeah.
But no, a damage slider is probably not in the.
Yeah, damage
Works.
and power core cost is most likely going to change post release.
Yeah.
After the launch. So.
I promised Blockboy I would end up with the folders here.
Mm.
We already showed that in the blog post.
Yep.
But yes, you can now select blueprints here, then you can make a new folder. I want all of Metal Burger. Wow, nice. Fat fingered.
Oh, okay.
Metal Burger. Oh, that's because I'm pressing B.
Yeah,
Okay,
I reported that error. It's getting fixed.
Metal Burger's greatest hits.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
And then you say move here, and boom, here you have it. It's been moved to another folder here, and you can do that with other blueprints as well. Move items here, boom. There you go. Easy peasy.
And someone asked somewhere else, I saw about how it will affect your existing blueprints. I think that this should be able to work alongside, but I think we have Peter in chat. Maybe he can answer that.
Yeah. Viberillis is asking, will the new folder system be on console versions? Yes.
Yeah.
This is very much made with you guys in mind.
Yeah.
You are also getting the folder system, finally. All right. Are we just about through, I think? I think it was about covered the basis of this stream.
Yeah, I see a lot of repeating questions that are not for
I
this
see
stream.
a lot of repeating questions that are not for this stream, but they are questions that will be answered, most of them next week,
Yeah.
I think, based on the messages I see here.
Or at the very least when we release the update.
At the very least when we release the update. Anyways, yeah. Do you have any final notes?
No, I'm excited to see how all these blocks are going to be used, and also to see the reveal of more blocks.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and remember to tune in next week where we'll be taking a look at the logic section. And I know it's logic, but I promise it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be some
it's
cool
going to be a
stuff.
nightmare for me, but I'm going to have people with me who knows what they're talking about. Thank you all for tuning in.